EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fields in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. ETN up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish thing.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Hurts into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma, and the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Hurts. And that will fall incomplete. He took a shot there, and that will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
From the 41, Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On play action, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin, 39 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
18-11. Cowboy 8. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ready, set.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On the return, here's Agnew. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. Sacked around the 17.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
I can't believe what I want. Get it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game. Right? And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hand, try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not down 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Marcus Epps there on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of loading behind it. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 39, Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Phillips-Town All-American. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. When it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So this would be a win for Jacksonville. I'll tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand. Boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice to my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. Hard life.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And before the second down play, we're going to whistle a signal and a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming.
And he's going to go down again. Darrell Taylor, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again on second down. Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Dragon 60. Deputy Ranger.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Myers' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Puna Ford with a tackle there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Walker, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers again now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. The final shot here before break. Smith. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Packers pick it up. The big fella. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
19.
Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
18, pioneer.
Throwing again is Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
This is the tight end fan. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tanner Muse. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 32 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A three-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 6 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go. 50 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Now Gino on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Gino. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it into any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Smith. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rodgers to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Able to find Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Smith going to throw it. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the book. Yeah. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off. Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the full.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. He for the blank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. There's a nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30.
The Ravens get a new 7 downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
How best to describe it? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game. It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. And this one too low.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he won't get close. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a 1st-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something up. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 82 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Tucker with the extra point. It's now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready? Black Ultra.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving him a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted, and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Let's go. Striker, 3-3. Hey, 3.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. The defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll go option to the short side. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Dobbins once more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the option going right.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
And he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch force fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A couple of first downs heading to the 40 now. 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. This time Jackson will throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And now another turnover as picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick